Rani Mukherjee was absolutely magical in Kuch Kuch Hota and we all fell in love with her. Bauji told Simran to run after her lover in that iconic train scene. The battle of the two sisters. It's Kajol versus Rani Mukherjee. Hello and welcome to the mother of all Bollywood fights, the Filmography Fight, where actresses take on actresses, filmmakers take on filmmakers, where we take their best works and we make them compete against each other in a full-blown boxing match. Our fighters today are two absolutely iconic actresses who also happen to be related to each other. They started their careers at different points of time, hence this filmography fight will feature films from different eras and different timelines. I'm Alex Sangra, your Masala Maverick, and I am extremely proud to present to you the battle of the two sisters. It's Kajol versus Rani Mukherjee. Round 1, the first and only film with both of them in starring roles. It's Kuch Kuch Hota Hai. Kuch Kuch Hota is an absolutely cult film which released in the year 1998. It was directed by Karan Johar, a filmmaker who might be having some issues with the gender politics of that movie nowadays. But it was our first glimpse to the magic of Rani Mukherjee on screen. Her Tina, the way Shah Rukh Khan looked at her, the way all of us fell in love with her before she died and left Shah Rukh Khan's Raj with a mission in life. Rani Mukherjee was absolutely magical in Kuch Kuch Hota and we all fell in love with her. But Kajol and Shah Rukh Khan were teaming up together for the fourth time after Bazigar, Karan Arjun and DDLJ. Her graph from that tomboy to that sari-clad woman who could still play basketball like a champ. Her chemistry with Shah Rukh Khan was only growing exponentially with every film. And even though it might not seem like an absolutely fair fight, round 1 goes to Kajol in Kuch Kuch Hota Hai. After one round, it's Kajol 1, Rani Mukherjee 0. Round 2, their classic love stories. It's Dilwale Dulhaniya Le Jayenge versus Hum Tum. Hum Tum was the classic love story of the 2000s. DDLJ is the classic love story of all time. It's probably a little unfair to compare any performance to Kajol's as Simran in DDLJ, but if Rani Mukherjee comes close with any of her performances, it has got to be that of Ria's in Hum Tum. The way she plays off Saif Ali Khan, who won a national award for Hum Tum, is absolutely wonderful. You fall in love with Ria right from the outset. She's sassy, she's spunky, she plays it with a lot of depth, with a lot of emotion. But Kajol is Simran, and Simran is and will remain one of the most legendary performances and characters of all time in any cinema. Her chemistry with Shah Rukh Khan was an absolute revelation. We wanted Raj and Simran to be together, and when Bauji told Simran to run after her lover in that iconic train scene, we were all rooting for Simran. We all fell in love with Simran like we had never fallen in love before. No wonder the tagline of DDLJ was "Come, fall in love." Round 2 also goes to Kajol for DDLJ. After 2 rounds, it's Kajol 2, Rani Mukherjee 0. Round 3, the remakes. Pyar To Hona Hi Tha versus Sathiya. Pyar To Hona Hi Tha was the unofficial remake of the Meg Ryan Kevin Kline star of French Kiss. Pyar To Hona Hi Tha released in 1998. Sathiya was the official remake of the Mani Ratnam directed Alai Payute. Sathiya released in 2002. If Meg Ryan was the most informed actress in Hollywood at the time, Kajol was the most informed actress in Bollywood at her time. Her chemistry with Ajay Devgan was absolutely electric. They were so good together as two not so star-crossed lovers who end up falling in love with each other. Or Pyar To Hona Hi Tha. But Sathiya was an absolute revelation, and the way Rani Mukherjee played her part, those confrontation scenes with Vivek Oberoi after getting married, which just seems to question everything that happens in a love story, the way she breaks down, her meltdowns throughout the film, and the way she looked in that Sathiya title track, composed wonderfully by A.R. Rahman. Sathiya was Rani Mukherjee all the way, and now that Rani Mukherjee has begun to compete in a big fashion, round 3 goes to Rani Mukherjee for Sathiya. After 3 rounds, it's Kajol 2, Rani Mukherjee 1. Round 4, the epic multi-starrers, Kabhi Khushi Kabhi Gum versus Kabhi Alvida Na Kehna. K3G versus Kank, both the films directed by Karan Johar. Both films in which the actresses are opposite Shah Rukh Khan, even though Rani Mukherjee is also married to Abhishek Bachchan in Kank. She's having an extramarital affair with Shah Rukh Khan. In the movie, it was a bold choice even for 2006. But Rani Mukherjee somehow pulled it off, and our heart went out to her for having that extramarital affair. Even though her husband had done nothing wrong, we yearned for Shah Rukh and Rani to end up together, which they eventually do. Kajol loses her father, which forces Shah Rukh Khan to marry her against his family's wishes in K3G, thereby splitting up the family. But the way Kajol played the Punjabi Kudi of Chandni Chowk and the Desi Punjabi Mamma of London, she was hilarious throughout the movie, and she made us cry when she was supposed to. This is probably the most neck and neck these two actresses have ever been. But I'm going to go with Rani Mukherjee and Kank for this one. After 4 rounds, it's 2-all. Before we move on to the last and final round, I have to make honorable mentions for a few movies which we tried to compete against each other but just did not happen. We had My Name is Khan taking on Mrs. Chatterjee versus Norway. Both sensitive turns, both great performances, but My Name is Khan was a lot about Shah Rukh Khan, whereas Mrs. Chatterjee was all about Rani Mukherjee's character, and it would have been kind of an unfair fight. We had Do Patti, which was going to go up against Mardani. Do Patti also had a career best performance from Kriti Sanon. Mardani was all Rani Mukherjee along with the villains. So again, it didn't seem like a fair fight. We had Gupt for Kajol Dushman, which is one of my favorite performances by Kajol. And You, Me or Hum, where I thought she was absolutely brilliant. There was Bunty or Bubbly for Rani Mukherjee. There was Chalte Chalte for Rani Mukherjee. There was No One Killed Jessica as well, but we just weren't able to make them compete against each other. So we had to let them go, but they have been mentioned now. And with that, we're going to move to the last and final round. Round 5, the two films where they both played blind. It's Black versus Funna. Black versus Funna. Funna released in 2006, Black released in 2005. Funna was sort of Kajol's comeback film where she was playing blind. Rani Mukherjee was also playing blind and black. Funna had Kajol paired against Amir Khan in a film where she falls in love with a terrorist, and the terrorist has to go against his heart to stand up for his mission. It was a treat to see Kajol back on screen after a very long time, and Funna was an absolute blockbuster for Yash Raj Films. But Black and Rani Mukherjee's performance in it is one of the best performances I have ever seen by any actress in any language. Her in a Sanjay Leela Bhansali film playing off that phenomenal Amitabh Bachchan performance. My God, Black made us cry. It made us laugh as well, but our heart melted for Rani's character, and it will probably remain one of the most favorite performances of a whole lot of people. It's definitely Rani's best. I'm going to give round 5 to Rani Mukherjee, and with that, Rani Mukherjee wins this filmography fight 3 rounds to 2 against Kajol. We have a winner, ladies and gentlemen, and that is Rani Mukherjee. Whew. There was a lot of films to go through. We had to skip a whole lot of films. So vast is the filmography of these two actresses. But Rani Mukherjee and Kajol, as someone very recently told me, are probably the last of the star great actresses of our times. It was phenomenal bringing this filmography fight to you. Why don't you tell us who you thought should have won this battle? Kajol is absolutely iconic, but I feel Rani Mukherjee has grown over the years, and eventually for me she is the better actress. And we would love to hear some of the more filmography fights that you would like to see. Why don't you let us know in the comment section? And while you're doing that, do not forget to subscribe to the Masala Universe. I am Alex Sangal, your Masala Maverick, and I will be back with more filmography fights week after week. Until then, take care, have a great one, and adios.